What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of my HLTV Fantasy. Today we are looking at Blast Premier World Finals 2021. I think this should be the last event of the year that we get a fantasy for, based on which events we still have coming up this year. They should be pretty small apart from this. So I wanted to take a quick peek at the fall season fantasy leaderboard. So I would rate my own performance as okay. I didn't have like a disaster as it looked like it was gonna be at the start of the season. But I mean, I'm not fighting for the top spots or even close to that. I would probably have some extra points if I just threw all my boosters in. Like, I didn't even put boosters for some of the events once I realized that I'm not gonna be at the top, and I'm not gonna be able to win those individual events either. So didn't really feel like a good use of my time. For example, I don't think I put much effort into I Am Winter anymore once it was looking like this. The Danes really not doing that well. But yeah, I mean, last event of the season, let's just try and win it, of course, or at least get top 3. There's nothing really else to say about that, I guess. We have 8 teams, double elimination bracket, and pretty simply just pick probably from both sides of the bracket the teams that I think are gonna make it to the finals. First off, I think Navi is gonna make the finals. I think Navi is gonna win the event, and even though they definitely are the most picked team based on this as well, I am gonna pick Navi, I feel, because I really don't see that they wouldn't make it to the finals. I really don't see a scenario where they don't even win. They've just been too dominant. The question just becomes like, who should I pick from Navi? Because if these are the most picked players, maybe I should pick like an Electronic, because he's not in the top 8 most picked. Simple is probably a bit too expensive. Probably doesn't make the cut. But Electronic could be. I think Electronic's been a bit of an up lately. He's had great events, and I would venture to guess that he's probably gonna be in my squad, unless it's very hard to fit someone with this price tag. So then the very much more so interesting question comes in: who should I pick from the other side? Or should I even pick the same side? Because, of course, it's a double elimination. So one of these teams on the same side of Navi could also make it to the finals still. And basically have the same amount of games. It's interesting, right? Let's eye the price of teams. Like, if I had to say who I think will actually do the best, I actually think Heroic might do better against Gambit. I think Heroic might beat Gambit, but it's very close. Of course, Gambit has like Shiro, and they have a lot of potential to upset. They even have probably the highest upset potential against Navi, but I might even guess that Heroic win this. Tough to say. These are very, very highly ranked in my tier list still, even though they haven't been as good on LAN. G2 and NIP, I mean, do we have Nexa in G2's lineup for this? Let's actually check that. Or is Kenya still playing for them? No, Nexa should be playing for G2 in this one instead. So no Kenyas, which is good for G2. And NIP have been very shaky. I wouldn't pick NIP this event, I don't think. Vitality is one of those more like pretty often picked here. Actually, only Apex. I might actually go Vitality. I think they have showed that even though they're kind of a dead team walking, they actually have high potential to even be better now that they know that they're not gonna stick together. It looks like they're playing with a lot of freedom. I think that's good for them. I think they are they might actually make it to the finals here. And then Australis is just like, they didn't do that well last event. They had some highs, but then a pretty low. I would say probably Navi Vitality is gonna be what I pick. And then it's just a question of the players. Like, I wouldn't probably pick Kyojin. Yeah. I might go Apex or Shocks. Like, those two have been pretty good. Misuda is also 194. Didn't expect him to be that cheap. Probably not Shocks. Could be Apex, honestly. Misuda has been doing poorly, though. It's just been the Zaibu show for them. Could maybe make a win for Zaibu. Has been pretty much just a Zaibu show. Based on those recent performances, I'm not that certain about picking Vitality anymore. I probably won't go Astralis either, though. Like, I don't think they've been good either. Like, good enough either, I guess. Especially with people like Config at a really terrible event. For his standards, yeah. That's like horrible. Absolutely not, kind of inexcusable, to be honest. For a player of his caliber. Wow, Hobbit and Exile are actually cheap. This one, that's so interesting how cheap they are. I guess they just haven't had like the insane stats that they used to. Not the greatest events there, but Hobbit. They had a poor, yeah, winter. I can't remember that happening. And then there's like the G2 option, of course, but G2 is just so often picked. I'd rather go with a less popular choice as my secondary team. You could go Heroic. Do I have faith in Heroic? It's a tough question. I think they just have too many tough matchups early on. Maybe it has to be G2 because of their fact that they play NIP. Or maybe it has to be Vitality because they play Astralis. Do I just go G2? G2 and Navi. Eco is just absolutely crap. 1.4 CT rating. Is that higher than Simple? That is higher than Simple. At CT rating. Entry 17%. I'm just gonna probably go G2 and Navi. I have a tough time not going for that. Like, it would be Nico, probably Nexa. Like, my reasoning behind Nexa, as long as he's had pretty good events, honestly. Like, my reasoning behind Nexa is that he's probably gonna stay in the team after they make those roster changes. Can I do this? 176, so you can get Kyojin, probably only Kyojin, also SZ tag, okay. Yeah, my reasoning behind Nexa is that he's probably staying in G2. Like, there's been rumors of, well, Monas is pretty much confirmed to be joining G2 by now. So probably either Jax or Amanek is out. And then another player who's been rumored to join is Rops. So if Rops joins, then it's probably the other one. I wouldn't... Like, then, of course, there's also the rumor that HLTV joins. Or at least that HLTV has been contacted by G2. And then it's probably Nexa who's next on the chopping block. But I think Nexa is probably gonna stay at G2 even after these roster changes. But yeah, 183 probably doesn't really change that much. I can get not enough Could go this and then Kyojin. Kyojin has been just so bad. Like Esetag, probably still kind of looking for his form. And have they been at least upwards? His performances, yeah. Like, at least there was improvement from Blast to IEM Winter. Of course, Winter is still yet to be concluded, but this is an idea. And we don't have an AWP though. But if you go G2 Navi, there's probably no way you can have AWP unless you go like, I don't know, I wouldn't go Amanek as main AWP, right? He doesn't have that high of an AWP percentage. Like you'd have to go Jax if you wanted to go for an AWPer from another team probably. Even that it's like not even good. You would rather go Nexa Kyojin. And if you go G2, you probably have to go Nico. There a chance you don't go for Nico? What I'm thinking is like, can you go Hunter instead of Nico? Hunter and Nexa. Nexa's, I mean, Hunter's been decent as well. Very decent. I mean, this gives us a chance to get some like players who are a lot better. Probably not this. We've just been good, right? Like decent. That's wise, of course. Yeah. We can get a Boomich for sure. Like 100%. If I go for, as long as I go for Navi, I really want to go with Electronic because he's just been picked a lot less than some of these other guys. And I like picking Nexa as well. Been decent. Like a bit better than decent, honestly. And then, yeah. Deep enough. 203. This is a Nico-less lineup though. Can I go non-Nico? Is that smart? Probably not. Probably gonna go Nico rather than non-Nico. Like 1 grand off in CIM. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'd much rather have Inters than Kyojin, I think. He just really hasn't had a good time. As a tag other than him. Does having Nexa give me enough differential? I go bit, who can I get? 183. Yeah, this was the problem, right? We don't really have such good options even after we bring in bit over Electronic. What if I do go with Hunter? Maybe it's worth it to go Hunter and just hope that there's no Nico masterclass this time around and Hunter's just good. Like Hunter's stats have been, yeah, pretty good. You have to say, like, pretty good. $203. Can we afford for 203? Can't do this. Oh. Not this. No, yeah, we already looked at those options. Well, only ran 3 grand from another squad. We could get Oper. That would be nice. Elige. Like, I'm looking at Cadian here. Such an awkward price. No. We want electronic. So awkward. I think it's just gotta be Nico and Kyojin. How does this work role-wise? Nico, like, I don't know, CT rating, I guess. Electronic or multi-kill electronic CT rating, something like that. Probably CT rating Nico, multi-kill electronic. Support Nexa, IGL Boomage, and Kyojin headshots. That seems pretty decent. Role-wise, it fits well. Unfortunate to not have IGL, but I mean, unfortunate to not have AWP, of course. Maybe Kyojin can just do like 1.0 rating stuff. Let's hope so. So it was support here. Support, IGL, multi-fragger, rating, and headshots. Trying to look around. There's nothing like, yeah, entry. Or actually better on entry fragger. Then we can go electronic. What's better out of these? I guess defender is slightly better. I should actually always calculate like actual, like, that's 5 points. How does it go? All bonus above 0.83. So it's like 0.28 times 5 plus 0.65 times 2. And minus 0. Whatever it is. We can actually calculate it. Here we are. Calculated off screen. So it's 0.28 times 5 plus 0.65 times 2, and then it's 93%, so 0.07 times, oh, Mr. Click there, do it again, 5 plus 6.5 times 2 minus 0.07 times 2. I think it's minus 2. That's 2.56. 2.56, and then with multi-fragger it's 0.33 times 5 plus 0.54 times 2 minus 80. So it's 0.13 times 2.47. So actually this is better. Slightly better. On average, based on the statistics, of course, only, but yeah. I might have to start doing those more often. Also easier to calculate on a different calculator than the Microsoft default calculator. I don't like that one. Either way, let's throw on boosters. Liquid, like, the thing about this fantasy as well is that the initial matchups, I think, really determine who I want to go for, because Na'Vi Liquid, Na'Vi is not going to lose to Liquid. Navi's going to beat Liquid. G2 is probably not going to lose to NIP. I would be very surprised if that happened. The other ones, I would like, they're going to be close ones. Gambit Heroic is going to be close. Vitality Astralis is probably going to be close. Although Astralis is very volatile still. And then past that, even like G2 definitely have a chance of making it far just because of Nico, just because of Hunter. And Navi, of course, are gonna make it far. Like if they don't, it's very questionable. We go, wait, why does Navi lose to Liquid, or why do they lose to Heroic or Gambit? And that's why you kinda, I feel like in this event you have to go for these almost. But I don't know. G2 may be questionable. Boosters. What are some good first round boosters? So KSD is great. Electronic is great. KSD. We go for that. What else is good first round? So nades is decent. Boomage actually has good nades. Or this is good. Top of scorecard is decent. Ace is fine. We can go Nico Ace. We should have enough games to use them all, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 at least each. 4, 8, 16. Yeah, definitely get to use all our boosters either way. So no need to be afraid of that. Headshot is decent whenever. Kyojin for sure. Flash, pistol. Oh yeah, Electronic has a higher pistol round percentage than, or best pistol round percentage than Nico, which is interesting. Top is probably gonna be Nico. Yeah, I almost looked at that and was like, wait, Electronic has higher percentage than Nico for that? That's not possible, of course. This is gonna be Kyojin eventually. This is gonna be, I guess, Nexa eventually. Flash. We can go Flash here. That's completely fine. First round. Headshots. 30 bomb could have been. We could use 30 bomb here actually as well. Over the no, but the problem. Okay, the 30 bomb. One thing I kind of come to realize with 30 bomb booster is that you don't really want to use it in a match that's going to be a blowout victory. Like I think this could be, or at least this has a higher percentage chance to be a blowout for G2 than many of the other matches that are like still coming. And because of that, I wouldn't go 30 bomb Nico this early on. I would maybe go take a look. Like next round, we could go 30 bomb on Nico. Because these are more competitive opponents for G2 right now. And the games are going to go longer and you have more time to get 30 bomb. Maybe it goes overtime and then Nico... It's starting to get pretty, like, possible for 30 bombs. But, like, Ace is just probably most likely here. Okay, I think that's pretty decent for the last event. It's been very fun. I really enjoy the fact that we have something like this, like total points, and I can't wait for a spring season. I really hope they do one, and yeah, we're gonna of course try and get to the top of that one as well, like we did at the start of this one. But then after a while, I realized there's just no way anymore. But hopefully, if you enjoy this kind of content, you're gonna stick around to the channel. There's definitely more videos coming next year, once the fantasy events start coming back again. And yeah, if you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like, leave a subscription. You'll see whenever I throw down a video. I will also put a Vardu link down in the description down below. So if you want to make a lineup just for fun, see how you line up against other viewers of my channel, go do that. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.